That's a nice snake you got there. Would be a shame if someone, oh, I don't know, took it and smacked you in the face with it. Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Interest in Dominaria United has been waning a little bit, and we are just exactly 1 week away from the entire full spoiler of the Brothers War being released. All cards, which means set review content for the for the Brothers War will be beginning next Friday. So in the meantime, while interest is waning on Dominaria United, I thought we'd do a little bit of throwback here with Throne of Eldraine Premier Draft, which is on the channel right now. By the time you're watching this, it might have already kind of rotated out, but this was a set two-ish years ago, 2.5 years ago, might have been 3 years ago at this point. I think it was 3, fall of 19, pre-COVID. And it was a pretty fun set to draft, even though it completely ruined the majority of constructed and eternal formats. But for draft, it was pretty good. We're going to take bacon to the pie here. It's a 4-mana to destroy target creature, create a food token. There's lots of other decent cards in this pack, but we're running out of time here, and I know I just want to get this information back out to you. Passing us a Black Lance Paragon. 2-mana 3/1 flash. When it ETBs, target knight gains death touch and lifelink until end of turn. So red, black, red, white, and black, white are all knights in Eldraine, and this is going to fit really well into whether we go. It doesn't even have to be a black-red deck to do well with this card, but as I mentioned, the Brothers War next Friday is when the entire set spoiler releases for that. And I have really exciting news for the Brothers War. For this set, I will be doing an entire, complete, card-by-card set review, in addition to the other content that I create on this channel. So, there's going to be tons of videos, at least 5, 6, or 7, getting through every single one of the cards in the Brothers War, getting all that content to you as quick as I can possibly release it, with the first episode dropping next Friday, the day of the full spoiler. So, it's going to be a lot of content. It's going to be a lot of time on my end. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and you found it here today with this video, I would love for you to go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel so that you would be right up to date with all the Brothers War spoilers and all of set review season for the Brothers War. So we've got 2 black cards here. Savvy Hunter is a 3-mana 3/3. Whenever it attacks or blocks, you make a food token, which you can see what a food does there on the right if you don't remember. You can also sacrifice 2 foods to draw a card. This card is very, very good. Mad Ratter is really good in the blue-red draw 2 cards deck. 4-mana 1/2. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, make 2 1/1 rats. And then there's Lost Legion if we wanted to stay into like the Black Knights thing. But honestly, a 2-mana 3/1 flash is good enough. It could also give itself death touch and lifelink. So like we don't really have to have too many other good cards with that. So I think I'm just going to take the Savvy Hunter and see if green-black is open. Yeah, seems good to me. Now we have Kenrith's Transformation, which is great and constructed. In limited, it doesn't seem particularly outstanding. Grumgully is a pretty good one in red-green. There's another Lost Legion. There is a Garenbrig Carver, which all of these adventure creatures are quite good. If you don't know what adventure does, there was some in the Baldur's Gate, I think, or maybe Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, or no, it was the what's it called? The Alchemy Baldur's Gate set thing, and they were all quite good. Not all of them are perfect, but it's very similar to a lot of the what's it called? I'm thinking, you know what? I'm actually just gonna stay black here with Lost Legion. The adventures are very similar to like a lot of the main, what's it called? The main keywords that they've been releasing with a lot of these sets lately, where they just are pretty good, even if they don't look particularly great. They're just quite good. Festive Funeral is a little expensive and inconsistent in this format. Rosethorn Acolyte, 2-mana 2/3 that can tap to add a mana of any color. You can send it on an adventure to kind of filter your mana to a mana of any color, which could be pretty good if we go like black-green splashing something. Garenbrig Carver again. Wouldn't mind playing a copy of that. And that's probably really all I'm looking at. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the Acolyte here. And now there's a trapped in the tower. So enchant creature without flying. It can attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. There's a Flaxen Intruder, but this card never really impressed me. It's quite expensive. And the Intruder rarely ever gets through and deals damage relevantly. Barrow Witches is a pretty good combo with Blacklance Paragon. Animating Fury for blue-white artifacts, which is a thing in this set, but I think we're quite far away from that. So I think I'll just cut the black card, because we already have a couple of cards that go pretty well with it. So we'll go ahead and take the Barrow Witches here. Boy, is blue-white open. Shine Chaser. 3 mana 1/1 Flying Vigilance, +1/+1 if you have an artifact, and another +1/+1 if you have an enchantment. Beloved Princess, Righteousness, Quarter Monitor. There's also like a blue-black mill deck in this format with Merfolk Secret Keeper. But these were the days when this was on Arena, it was only bot drafts. You couldn't draft with humans, and the bots did not know how to draft Throne of Eldraine at all. So Throne of Mildraine was its nickname because of the mill deck was always completely wide open. What do we have here? Hengewalker, 3 mana 2/2. And there's like this adamant thing in this set where if you use 3 mana of the same color, you get an additional bonus. Roving Keep, Prophet. I mean, all of this is pretty bad. I think Fell the Fez. I doubt I'm going to play any of this stuff here. Maybe we end up so heavy black but that's just a 3 mana 3/3 at that point. So like, who really cares? I'll just take the Fell the Pheasant. It doesn't really matter there. Claim the Firstborn is pretty good. There is a black-red sacrifice kind of deck here, which we could find our way into. 1 mana, gain control target creature with mana value 3 or less. Then it gains the Act of Treason text. Embereth Paladin, no thanks. Sporecap Spiders, like whatever. Ogre Errant is not too bad if we go like black-red Knights. I think I'll take Claim the Firstborn. I think it has a higher upside. Lots of blue. Moonlit Scavengers is a pretty good one as well. It's a 6 mana 4/5. Enters the battlefield. If you control an artifact or enchantment, return. You bounce a creature that they control, which is quite good. Barge In. I mean, it's the only card of a color that we're considering playing right now. So I guess gosh, Arcanist Owl as well. So blue-white is just 100% wide open. But could we field a deck at this point if we just take all the blue-white cards? Let's see. Yeah, here's more. I guess I'll just take 5 mana 3/4 flyer here. So the Owl is a 4 mana 3/3. Look at the top 4 and you get a find a artifact or enchantment into your hand. So let's see what is here. So here's the Merfolk Secret Keeper that I was talking about. But I don't think we're looking to do that sort of things. There's a Fierce Witch Stalker, which has been good. It's a 4 mana 4/4 trample. ETBs make a food. There's Giant Killer. And there's also Cauldron Familiar. If you can get this plus a Witch's Oven, it's like very difficult to beat. I think I'm going to take the Witch Stalker over the Giant Killer. The white cards we have are like not good. It's like a 4 mana 3/3. When it dies, you make a food, and a 4 mana 2/5 that we're never going to be able to get the Adamant on. So I think I'll take the Witch Stalker over the Giant Killer here. Happily Ever After is a cute card, but not for us, or really anyone. Once and Future. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand, and then another one on top of your library, and then exile it. If you have Adamant, you get both into your hand. There's also Garenbrig Paladin. It's a 5 mana 4/4 that can't be blocked by creature's power 2 or less, and if it's Adamant, it's a 5/5. I mean, everything else here kind of sucks. So I'm probably just going to take the Paladin. was nice speculating on this, but I don't think we're going to move into it. No good black here. Memory theft isn't great. So we'll take the Paladin. Ooh. Royal Scions pick 3, but we are pretty far away from really being able to cast that at all. There's another Secret Keeper, but I think there's Lucky Clover. How many adventures do we have so far? We have 1. So this says whenever you cast an adventure, copy it. So that makes this 1 mana add 2 mana. Storm anyone? Probably just take another Acolyte here, and maybe we splash something in pack 3. Lucky Clover was banned in Standard. So this card is really, really good in Standard in like very specific decks, but it's not quite this deck here. Another Lost Legion, the Scorching Dragonfire. So here's your Lightning Bolt or Lightning Strike of the format. 2 mana deals 3 to creature Planeswalker and exile it. This is a splashable card, I think, here. Ardenvale Tactician's quite good too. 3 mana, 2/3 flyers, but its adventure taps 2 creatures. It's for very, very aggressive decks. And everything else is pretty underwhelming. I think Dragonfire is the best card in that pack by a lot. We haven't really been getting powerful cards here. There's a Gingerbread Cavern. If you control 3 or other forests, when it ETBs, you make a food and it comes in untapped. Lochthwain Paladin, 4 mana, 3/2 Menace. Could be a 4/3 Menace if you have Adamant. I mean, everything else here just is not great. There's a Steelclaw Lance, which is quite good in Black-Red Knights. And this is like the best card by a lot in this pack, so I think I'll take it and see if Black-Red Knights is open. There's a Rimrock Knight, there's an Ogre Errant, and there's a Lochthwain Paladin. There's another Owl, gosh. And a Flutter Fox, and a Sage of the Falls. So yeah, the Owl, having 2 of these, caring about artifacts and enchantments, but I think we're just going to go ahead and probably take this Rimrock Knight and likely be moving into red-black. I think we'll go ahead and take the Rimrock Knight here, and then all the red and black cards are cut. I guess we'll take a Dwarven Mine. So this cycle, like I mentioned with the other ones, at ETB's tapped unless you control 3 or other mountains, and if it enters battlefield untapped, you get a little bonus. In this case, you get a 1/1. Crashing Drawbridge, Gargoyle. Yeah, I mean, there's just haven't been great cards. Wandermare is a good one. 3 mana, 3/3 cast an adventure. It gets a counter. Henge Walker's the only card here. Fling is like just a standard reprint, basically. I mean, maybe Sporecap Spider is better than Henge Walker if we go green-black over or red-black. Here's our first pack, and really nothing's coming back here. 4 mana, 2/4 Vigilance. Reveals their hand, get a non-land. You basically have to hit a black card for it to be relevant. I don't think we care about really any of this at all. Some decent stuff here, but not for us. Maybe Slipper's good in red-black. Wolverine, 2 mana, 2/1, draw a second card. It gets +1/+1 first strike. Didn't say please as a counter spell that mills 3 cards. For them is pretty good, but we'll take the Slipper and not be particularly happy with seeing gosh, an Ardenvale Tactician pick 12. So white is just wide open. Linden Steadfast Queen. I mean, even these there's a cycle of these triple pipped cards in this format that are all very hard to cast. There's not a lot of fixing in this format. 3 mana, 3/3 Vigilance when you cast a white creature. Or whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain a life. Very good in Standard at the time, but not here. Red Cat Melee. 4 damage to target creature Planeswalker. If a non-red permanent dealt damage this way, you sacrifice it. Or we can take Elite Headhunter, which is quite good in red-black. So is Smitten Swordmaster, but I think we might be able to wheel that, potentially. So you can see there's a cycle of these as well, of these like or quadruple hybrid cards of one we just took. So I think here it's for us, it's between Locthwain Paladin and Ogre Errant. I don't think we're particularly likely to have Adamant very often or reliably. So I'll go ahead and take the Ogre Errant here. And I think we're probably going to get into red-black. Order of Midnight's been quite good, too. I keep saying it's been good. The format's gone. It was good. Trail of Crumbs busted in all kinds of historic and standard decks of the time. Another Paladin. Maybe we wheel the Knight. I doubt it. We'll go ahead and take the Order of Midnight. It's a 2-mana 2/2 flying, can't block. And its Adventure lets you return target creature from your graveyard to your hand, which is very good. And it's a Knight. This is a Knight. But, I mean, maybe it's better than a Bargain? Festive Funeral? It's way too inconsistent. And we're looking something like this right now with 13 playables. Ooh, that is bad. I don't know if we can make playables here. This is going to be very, very close. Forever Young, put any number of target creature cards from a graveyard on the top of your library and draw a card. Or a Bargain. I think I'm going to have to take the Bargain. Honestly, a Jousting Dummy might not be bad in this deck. 2-mana 2/1. Basically all it does. How many non-humans do we have? Yeah, a lot of the knights are humans, unfortunately. We only have 8 creatures in an aggressive deck. Yeah, this draft went just horribly, so I'm glad you were here to experience it with me. 4-mana 4/3 deals damage to an opponent. They discard a card at random. If they do, they draw a card. Guess we'll take a Knight here. This draft was just bad. I guess we'll play a Lash of Thorns. I mean, blue-white was clearly where we should have been, but... Ooh, Swordmaster wheeling. That's awesome. That's exactly what we needed. Oof. This is just horrible. I mean, this draft, we saw like no powerful cards. What's the best card in our entire deck right now? Bacon to a Pie? Steelclaw Lance? It's among the best cards we saw, too. Yeah, this, we'll see if we can squeak out some wins with this. Claim of the Firstborn's like not good in this deck at all. I guess I can take a 1-mana 1/1. Probably gonna have to play it. All right, so let's see if we came close to making playables here. Currently missing 4 cards if we're running 17 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the exact 4 cards we need. Oh, or Claim the Firstborn. To not splash. So this was about the worst it could have gone. So thanks for sticking around to the end of this draft. Witch's Cottage and Dwarven Mine are probably not great here. And I think I'm going to do 16 lands. Actually, I can't do 16 because... Holy cow. What happened? Yeah, this was an experience. We could run 16 and play a second drawbridge, but boy, we have no way to splash anything good either. So, yeah, this is going great. So, let's hop into the queue here. Try to eke out some wins with this. It's been 3 years since I drafted this set, so definitely didn't come back to me very well. But gosh, I mean, clearly blue-white was the deck to get in, and maybe we could have just abandoned ship after we saw that owl pack 1 pick 12, I think. But then in like the first 4 picks of pack 2, we didn't really see anything that could have pushed us in a direction there as far as blue-white went. So I kind of took like a lance and things like that to get back into black-red. And yeah, that didn't go well. So see if we at least have enough to... Look at this stupid sign. This is so bad. Okay. Well, this will be able to be adamant on turn 4, so that's good. I'm just going to play this here. Thrill of Possibility, okay? Draw 2 cards and loses 2 life. Okay. I want to get the value out of this adventure, but I mean, right now we're kind of a little bit aggressive. So I guess we'll do this. Play a 4-mana 4/3 Menace next turn. And then play a Scarecrow and steal a 2-drop and attack them with it. How many dwarves do you have? All right, down goes Order of Midnight. See, we didn't see a single Reeve Soul, so there's another thing. Let's see if they block our Knight. I'm sure they will. Don't kill it, please. It's like our only path to victory here. Emberth Paladin. Okay. At least the Scarecrow trades with that. What else do they have for a single black? I don't know this format well enough. Okay, so they're going to drain us. Well, I guess I'll just play this stupid thing to trade with their Paladin. Something else you can do with this is use it on your own creature. 3 or less. Mana value 3 or less to gain haste until end of turn. So 1 mana, give target creature haste. Let's see if they have a combat trick here. I'm obviously blocking. I'm sure they do. Oh, they don't. All right. That's fine by me. See if they're able to play 2 creatures here. So that does work with Claim the Firstborn, interestingly enough. So what we can do is we can claim the Firstborn next turn and kill them, potentially. This is Menace. So what we're going to do is we're just going to attack here, get them down to 8, play Ogre and Eye Collector, because they're the creatures that we decided to put into our deck. And then see if we can claim the Firstborn on Serpent, because it does have Trample as well. So if we're able to draw a red, we could do Steel Claw Lance, and Firstborn. Do they have a way to kill us? Oh, they're gonna gain lifelink. 6 life off of that. That's tough. Oh, it gives it to a knight. Duh. I'm done. Okay. I see what you did there. Okay. So if we stole this and attacked with everything, if they double blocked their own serpent, they would still take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would, yeah, they would take 3 plus 4 is 7, so they would be dead. If they double blocked this, they would be dead. If they single blocked this, and then, okay, so that's lethal, right? I think that's lethal. Because these both have menace. Or no, this has menace. But I guess they can... No, I think they're dead. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess Claim the Firstborn did the job there. Clearly didn't deserve to win that game, but you know what? We'll take it. Alright, we're on the draw here with a horrible hand that we're going to go ahead and keep because most of the hands in this deck are going to be pretty horrible. But here we are, so I'm going to lead on Mountain so that we don't get triggers off of Lash of Thorn when they play their 2-drop here. Or a 1-drop Lovestruck Beast. Must be nice. Sure, let's play an 0-4 in our red-black aggro deck. It does give other creatures haste, so I guess there is that. We're going to flash in Blacklance Paragon and trade with Lovestruck Beast here, I think, is the plan. We could also plan on trading with the Drawbridge by giving it Lash of Thorns, but we're going to have to see how they attack and if they have mana up still. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it like this, so that way if they kill the Paragon in response, we can trade Lash of Thorns and Drawbridge for Beast, which is like not great. It's 2 for 1. But it is what it is. Return it to his hand. Okay, can't do anything about that. Play it again. Play it again, okay. Oh no, just play the adventure part. Yeah, it's good against our Paragon, that's for sure. Okay. Scorching Dragonfire on the Shepherd. Could just play a Rimrock Knight, hold up Lash of Thorns. These cards are just so bad. Rimrock Knight can't block, remember. So like these 1/1s make this thing just horrible. So I guess we'll do this. And I'm just going to be mana efficient here, drain him for 2, and then pass the turn, and See how they choose to play this. So the Bant colors in Eldraine are like adventure based. So a lot of their creatures probably have adventures, including every one they've played so far. And another one. Okay, let's see what we mill. We mill our best removal spell. We mill the card that we could have gotten cards back with, so. Okay. I don't think we have a way to win this game. We do not have good creatures to push damage with here. Yeah, we'll keep missing land drops. Sure, why not? Frogify. Okay, so you make my 3/1 into a 1/1. That's fine. Then give it +2/+1 and Death Touch here. And then we trade Frogify and Beast for Paragon and Lash of Thorns. I mean, I guess that's fine. I'd like to start getting my creatures down onto the board here over some stupid weapons rack. So let's do this. So if we attack with this, give it Menace, we trade it for a 1/1 because they can block with Secret Keeper. So we don't really have a great way to attack right now. We can hold up Dragonfire and use Weapon Rack to give some things +1/+1 counters. So I think we can hold. I know this was a mistake tapping that now. I shouldn't have done that because I thought I was going to be attacking. But clearly I'm not. So it's fine here now. Now they have all their mana up, which I don't like. So I'm going to play Weapons Rack. And they don't have anything. Let's go ahead and put the counter, put it here. And we still don't have outstanding attacks. So I'll pass it for now. Ooh, they're just flooding out here. That's nice. Land is pretty good, because now we can do this. How many non-humans? Non-human, non-human, human, non-human. That's pretty good as well. So now we can go here. We can do this. And then do this, and do this. Oh, they're getting priority now. They have a deal X damage to a tapped creature or an attacking creature. I don't know all the cards in this set. I can't remember them all. Looks like they might kill something here. Okay. Equal to the number of creatures you control. Okay, well I have bad news. It's not gonna work. Okay. Looking decent here. Ah, we have a frog. Let's go ahead and put this here. We'll do this. We'll give it haste, and then we'll get on in. I don't think we necessarily need to use... Well, is this a night? No, okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we couldn't get them next turn. So we don't need to use barge in right now, I don't think. Arcanist's Owl, let's see what they find. Top 4 reveal an artifact or enchantment, and they whiffed. Okay. Okay, that doesn't do anything anymore. So we'll go ahead and get in there with everything. And this should be good enough. We'll just go ahead and put it there, because why not? Get on in, and we have lethal. I mean, who wouldn't have imagined this deck would be 2-0 right now? I mean, clearly. It's one of the better Eldraine decks in the entire format. We said that at the beginning, didn't we? Okay, well this hand is not too bad. We have Paragon, we have Order of Midnight to get it back once it trades. We also have an Adamanted Paladin here, so we'll keep this. We'll be on the draw again. This card is pretty good. 1 mana, 1/1. Whenever it attacks or blocks, if they control another non-hero... Oh, and they have 2 of them. They combo it with each other. They both attack as 2/2s. So this is kind of scary. We're going to have to trade this with one of them. Mono 1-drops over there. We'll draw all the lands, and I guess we could get it back here as opposed to doing nothing. So we will. Now this is on an adventure to be cast at a later date. Ugh. Yeah, they just have a heck of a curve out here. I know they can see the Paragon coming, and I know this has trample, but I'd like to get rid of it. Okay, they'll freeze that down. And then play it. All right. Guess we'll do this. Pay Adamant. So whenever this deals damage to a creature, it doesn't untap. So it freezes it down. Very flavorful card. Okay. Sure. Gosh. They're playing a bunch of just bad cards that are beating us. I'll play this here. Return target knight. So is a knight gonna die? Yeah, a knight is probably gonna die here this turn. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. Now both of these, well, they could have before. They could have traded with Queen of Ice here. This can't block. So probably should have equipped the slipper over here. But I'm gonna double block the Queen of Ice now. Okay, they won't even do it. So I'm going to move the slipper over here then. These can still double block the Queen of Ice just fine. Does this have reach? Oh god, it does. Did they not block it last turn? They left it up, didn't they? Oof. Could have been bad. Didn't even realize that the Beanstalk gave reach. So yeah, I'll just I'll not throw away my Order of Midnight. Something we could do is throw away the Order of Midnight, get it back with Barrow Witches, and then get something else back with Order of Midnight, and then cast. So I mean, we could do some loops here. Because this can't block, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And then pass. Another land and no attacks again. So we could trade Paladin for a Tracker. It would get locked down by Queen of Ice, but we could get it back with Barrow Witches here. We're both just kind of flooding out hard here. We both have 8 lands on the battlefield. Ooh, they're playing... God, they're playing the Spice of Life over there. I didn't even notice. Playing a standard deck. Okay, you go ahead, I guess. Okay, that opens up attacks for their Queen of Ice now. Probably just going to chump and get it back here. That way it can come back as a 4/3. Two, three, four, five. Play the Witches. Get back Paladin. Can drain for 3 and play the Swordmaster now. Human Wizard Noble Giant. Wow. So we can give all of these haste. And that seems okay. That might be a race we win at this point. Okay, we'll gain 2 more life. You'll go down to 11. We'll go up to 14. Okay. Draw 3, scry 3. So they're drawing gas for the next several turns. More than likely. And they just drew 3 cards. That was about the best card they could have top decked there. Edgewall Innkeeper, another card that got banned in Standard, if I remember correctly. One, two, three, 4. Pay Adamant here. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the Slipper. Oops. No, I need to use this to put the Slipper over here. I need to give my creatures haste. I then need to attack like this. We'll trade here. Get rid of that stupid reach thing. And we'll play the knight. And now they have 2 cards, including at least 1 non-land. So that card's not a land. Alright, that's fine. That's less fine, but should be enough to do it. Okay, a perfect 3-0. What more could you want from the best deck ever drafted in Throne of Eldraine Best of 1 draft? Because that's what we have. Alright, we're finally on the play here with a horrible hand. We have a ton of 2 and 3 drops, so we'll draw those. Or we'll just, I mean, they're on a 20-turn clock here, so clearly they have to do something. So, eat it. That could be worse. +2/+1 and Death Touch on a double striker is pretty good. Okay, perfect. Milling the land. You love to see it. Getting their own red cap into the yard. Okay. Go ahead and play this, because I'm not doing anything else here. Ha! We've built 2 of our best cards in the entire deck. Are they mono red? Ooh, that might be spicy. Okay. Raging Red Cap could trade with 7 dwarves, or we could use Lash of Thorns to kill 7 dwarves. I'm going to save the Lash of Thorns here, because it could be very good next turn. Oh, that's a decent one. I mean, we don't do anything now, but if they choose to double block this red cap in any way... Uh-oh. Seven Dwarf Tribal. Crystal Slipper. Okay. Sure. I guess we can get back the Swordmaster now. And good news is we have 7, 8, 9 lands already out of this deck. So in the last 25 cards, there's only 8 left. That's pretty good. See if the red cap dies here. This Eye Collector might be MVP this game. I think they've got a Scorching Dragonfire, but we'll see. Maybe a red cap melee? Slaying Fire. Okay, 3 mana, deal 4. Pretty good. Take 6 here now. Let's see if there's a way we can get lethal here. Do they have response? They don't. Okay. So if we claimed this and then lashed on here, we'd be 6, 7, 8, and 9. So no, it's not lethal, unfortunately. Could claim this, same thing, right? So this would be 6 with Lash of Thorns, 7, 8, and 9. So yeah, that won't do it. So, guess we'll just attack. See what we mill. Ha! Another land. Thank God for this stupid Eye Collector milling all of our lands. We would be at 10 lands in hand right now. Embereth Paladin. Attack me. 5 plus 6 is 11, so we don't have to take, or we don't have to block this. Right? Yeah, no blocks. Okay. I think we have it now, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Lash of Thorns on a Raging Red Cap. And we win. 4-0. Like I mentioned, sometimes you just get lucky and you get really, really good decks. That's all it takes. All right, we'll start this hand with MVP Eye Collector. Wouldn't have won without you last game, so we'll play you on 1. And if we don't have another play, I'm probably just playing the Smitten Swordmaster 2/1 lifelink next turn. Flutter Fox, okay. Doesn't have a reach or anything, nope. Okay. Steelclaw Lance is a good one. Would have been really good with Swordmaster. A 4/3 lifelink. Now they play a First Striker that we can't get by. Would have liked that swamp, so both of these could be adamant here, but it's okay. Again, they're on an 18-turn clock, so they have to do something. Now they have a 4/3 flyer, so that's not great news for us. They are missing... No, well, let's see if they play land here. Probably do. No, they don't. Interesting. So everything costs 4 mana now in our hand, which is not good. We can bake into a pie this thing so we don't die. We can weapons rack and try to build this up to an attacker. They're missing land drops here, so I don't want them to get any farther ahead than they might think they will be here. I'm fine trading this thing for a Fairy Guide Mother at this point, so... Alright, they found a land. This thing now costs 5 to equip, so... I really want these to be adamant. A 3-mana 3/2 menace is not great with Youthful Knight on this board. So, as great as it is, I'm probably just going to play the saddest Scarecrow there ever was. Okay, so if it has... Oof. So if it has an adventure, they get a +1/+1 counter on it. And they have a 4/3 attacker in the air now again. Okay, now we have Adamant. So I'll go to combat and attack here. They won't block. Ooh, thank God it didn't just get my turn. I forgot I had to click Pay Adamant. We are on a 3-turn clock now, so... I have to watch out a little bit. I think we have to weapons rack so we don't die. Well, the food can gain 3 life, so that helps us survive for a moment. So let's do this. They're probably going to trade both of these. What does this one do? 3/3 vigilance? Yeah, that's what I thought they would do. This 4/3 in the air is gonna be a problem for us. Oof, another flyer. So we're dead next turn. Play weapons rack, but we still can't attack with Swordmaster to gain any life because we have to pay 1 for everything. So yeah, looks like our unbeatable red-black deck finally got taken down here. So pro-white, weapons rack puts a 1/1 counter here, gets eaten up by the first striker, don't gain any life, can't kill them, they attack us back. So yeah, alright, looks like they got us. 4-1, let's see if we can like not go from 4-0 to 4-3. I've done that plenty of times. Alright, on the play this time with a horrible hand that we'll be keeping. Because, again, I did this to myself by putting bad cards in my deck. So, we will keep this here. And I don't really know what we need to draw, to be honest. Guess that's a start. That lets us cast Bake into the Pie. Bake into a Pie, so... Okay, let's see if this resolves. And then we can gain a couple of life here. Okay, well, that's something, I suppose. Lost Legion. 2 on top. Two on top. Let's do Ogre Errant to give it haste, to give our Smitten Swordmaster menace here. And they don't have good blocks. So blue-black in this format is the mill deck. It's supposed to be milling us. Charmed Sleep. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm going to be mana efficient here and kill the Legion, play the Lance. Not equip it. Because we can't. Don't have the mana for it, but oh god, this card is so annoying. Whenever a creature attacks you or planeswalker you control, we get drained for 1. Oh, it's so horrible. It's so annoying. And they have, I don't know what they have over there. Good news is we can outrace it for now. Unless they have like a bounce. They probably have, there's probably a bounce in this format for this. And I should have tapped using red. I don't know why I tapped using black. I'm gonna hate this so much if it's what I think it is. Okay, so that triggers and then they bounce it. So tiny. Okay. Should have probably played this and swung with it as well using the drawbridge, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's what I needed to do. That would have been an extra point of damage because of Ravens here. So I guess I missed on a point of damage there. Oh, so annoying. And they have another so tiny? No? Okay. Here come the lands. Okay, so we only hit them for 2 because of this stupid enchantment. And then they play a 4/5. Does it have reach? No, so we can at least do this. All right, deal 3. You see, Without this Revenge of Ravens, we probably would have already won. But this is going to be a very, very slow and painful death, is my expectation of how the rest of this game will go. Okay, just draw 3. Okay. I mill 2, they draw 2. Figured that a land was going to go into there. Might have liked Paragon. Putting something on top. So that means they put something on top that is an answer to Order of Midnight, because if they didn't, they would be dead next turn. So, yeah, here's a land. What's new? Okay, we'll go to combat. They are dead next turn to this. I don't really care if this gains flying. So, we'll do that. Okay, do you have your answer to Order of Midnight? Probably did. They kept a card on top. Don't know why they would have kept it if they didn't, so let's see if they do. There it is. And now I just don't see a way for us to win this game because this card was probably my least favorite card to exist in this format. I don't know why it exists. It just makes aggro decks like completely unviable. So, can claim this. That doesn't do anything. So, and now we just have to very slowly wait until we lose here. So, will certainly be very tough to win this one. I think we've drawn 4 out of 5 lands in the last 5 turns, so we just haven't been able to do anything. And the other card, the only non-land we drew was this, and that's effectively irrelevant in this game, so 4 lands and an irrelevant card. Congrats, you hit me for 4. Just get this game over with quicker. Okay. They have all their mana up, so I don't expect anything to go correctly here. Again, this claim doesn't do anything here, because if we steal this and we attack with it, this thing negates any one powered creature. So what we can do is we can Crashing Drawbridge, so we can... But, like, they're just going to kill this thing. We could trade this for Foulmire Knight. Yeah, I just don't really see a way how we win this game, so... Because of stupid Revenge of the Ravens or whatever. This game just makes board states irrelevant. It's like, the creatures you played, yeah, they don't matter. Everything you've done to this point, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess we could have kept this Scarecrow on top, but like... Oh, and 2 tops, so yeah. I'm debating conceding at this point, but I guess I'll ride it out for a couple of turns here. Another Death Toucher. That will make it impossible for us to get through. We've already used the Swordmaster, and we've already used Order of Midnight and Barrow Witches, so we can't even, like, drain them. Maybe there's a way we eke out a win with Lash of Thorns if they just don't touch it. Or if they don't block one of their creatures. But like if I steal Queen of Ice, use Lash of Thorns on it, it will only deal 3 damage to them. This will deal 1, or these will both die to that. Let's see if we can eke out a win. What if I steal Queen of Ice, equip Steel Claw Lance onto it, attack, they go to 5, I Lash of Thorns when they don't block, and then I win? I see no other way to win this game. The more and more we wait, we're not pushing any sort of damage through here. So, yeah, let's try it. See if it works. See if they block with the Apprentice. Yeah, that's what I thought they would do. It's a -4/1 here. Okay, we'll equip this back over here, I guess. I mean, if they didn't block, we would have won there, but they had no reason not to block. They're in all sorts of commanding position here, so... That was like the only out I saw, because they're just going to keep all this. And then just kill all of our creatures with blue-black, control, and all that kind of stuff. So, alright, here comes another land. Alright, I know we're not like 0% here, but I'm just going to save your time and mine. I told you the writing was on the wall, and it was. So, alright, 4-0 to 4-2. Let's see if we can at least get one more win out of this. Alright, so we're on the play with a decent little hand here. We have the loops, but unfortunately this is like a better top deck late usually, so you can get the creature back and then play the flyer, but there's a chance I might just want to play the flyer on turn 2 here, put some pressure on him. Could also just play Rimrock Knight. Man, I think I'm actually going to do that now. Oh, if this dies, we at least have something we can get back. Okay, Jousting Dummy. Do you want to trade? Mine can't block, so go ahead, trade. Alright, cool. I'll play Red Cap. I suppose you could... What could you do? If this was in the yard, you could play Barrow Witches, get that back, let Barrow Witches die, and then use this to get the Barrow Witches back, play that, let that die, and then keep looping it, but that's a very, very slow proposition there. Okay, well, I'll just get a little bit of value here, I suppose. As I'm missing land drops, I'll just try to get some more, accrue some more value while I can. Alright, they have green adamant here. Ah, Scarecrow. Feels good. You're playing bad cards too. Let's just be mana efficient. sack a food, it makes something block. Okay, well, we have to do this because we need to scry into some lands here. All right, good. I think I'm actually going to top this one first in case we want to do an Adamant Paladin next turn. So let's just switch the order of those and then pass it back here. Spider, okay. Man, Paragon plus Red Cap is a pretty good combo. It's also a decent combo with Lochthwain Paladin because giving this Death Touch if they double block it, or when they double block it because it has Menace. So, could be pretty good as well. These all knights? I think they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, oh, 6. Okay. Alright, they're leaving all their mana open, which is not something I particularly am fond of. So... Alright, they're not getting any priority, though, so we can still make this play with Paragon here. Okay. So we'll give it here. Go to damage. Kill them both. Gain our life. Play Order of Midnight and drain them. Seems decent. Alright, they have their 5th mana. Let's see if they play the 5 mana 5/5 with the adamant thing. There it is. 5 mana 5/5. Can't be blocked. Creatures power 2 or less. Doesn't have reach, does it? No. Okay. Does that have vigilance? No. Alright, so let's do this. I guess I could use Barrow Witches to get back Rimrock Knight, and that would be really good with Raging Redcap, but I think having the Paladin is better in the long term here. So let's do this and get the Paladin. Next turn we can play the Paladin and hold up Dragonfire on something. Oh god, what does that do? Vigilance Trample. Create 3 foods and you can turn it from your graveyard to the battlefield if you sack 3 foods. Yeah, that's good. We can use Lash of Thorns to kill something with Raging Redcap. However, that means we can't cast the Paladin this turn. We could attack with Redcap and this, and then Dragonfire this down before first strike, and then play a Paladin. The Dragonfire doesn't look to be doing much better than that. Doesn't have reach, does it? No. Probably going to block there, as I thought. Okay. Oh. Well, it's been a good game, folks. But they played a great henge, so we're now going to lose. Unfortunately. So, yeah, gonna go from 4-0 to 4-3. See, these are the cards that we did not see in our draft at all. Reeve Soul, double Reeve Soul, we didn't see a single one. So, yeah. And here come the lands. Alright, well this has Menace, so if they block, I can Lash of Thorns and kill both things. I doubt they will, though. In case you wanted to read this absolutely busted card, you can do that. Taps to gain 2 life no matter what. And then every creature they play gets a counter and they draw a card off of it. Like, excuse me, what? What if we attacked with everything? Is there a way we win? Yeah, but they can gain 9 life at instant speed. So I know they can get that back, but we're still not losing our red cap here, assuming this resolves and everything. Can only do it during their turn. And then they can't gain the life off of all these foods because they're just going to get this back potentially. So, I mean, maybe we can go wide enough to win, but this thing is going to be gaining at least 4 more life. Probably 6 more before we can kill them. Are they sacrificing their foods to gain life now? And not getting the Troll King back? No, they're going to get the Troll King back. Okay, there's the Troll King. Oh, and they get to draw a card off of it. Let's see if they can get the train going here. Looks like they'll use some sort of bite spell or fight spell. Yep, there's one. Back up to 10. Are we ever going to have a better shot than this? Probably not. I haven't done the math, but as we all know, math is for blockers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Each attacking non-human gains trample. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. Am I right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oof. Well, we got lucky beating Double Feasting Troll King and the Great Henge. They just didn't quite have enough enough creatures off the top of their deck. But if they had even like one more, we probably just would have lost that one. But awesome, we got to at least 5-2. Let's try to get to 6-2. Okay, so we're on the draw here. We do have Paragon at the absolute very least. It's a sketchy keep, but I'm going to keep it and hope we draw a red and other creatures. Oh, hey, I forgot you were in the deck. So will I flash in Blacklands Paragon on their turn? Probably so. Yeah, especially if they just don't do anything. I'll just flash it in. Alright, Mountain. No, another card we can't cast. Ugh, it's so bad. Do we want to use Lash of Thorns? Nope, I already passed the turn. Okay, well, whatever. Guess we don't. What does this do? This isn't actually even that good. It's a 4-mana, 2/3 menace. Like, that's not good. It's good with the Lance. Let's just play this dumb thing. Blocks well on this board. See if it survives here. Alright, they have probably another Garenbrig Carver in hand, so... Because the Avenger gives +2/+2, so that's my guess as to what is in their hand over there. Yeah, I'll take the Blacklands Paragon back. Okay, getting aggro here. Taking 6. We have been known to be not great against flyers. So we have 6 mana, so we can do like Headhunter and Paragon or something. Can also do attack with Scarecrow. It's got Vigilance. Does this untap it? So, I think they have a Garenbrig Carver in hand, which means if they go for it on this, it becomes a 4/5. Then if we give Lash of Thorns onto this, we can kill it. So we can 2-for-1 them. So let's go to damage. See if they do it. We might just let it bounce. Alright, they've got another one. Which means we can do this here. Kill it. And then I guess we can Headhunter. Just our 4-mana 2/3 blocker at this point. Do they still have attacks? Looks like they do. So another combat trick, you're saying. Well, let's see what it is. Okay, so it just trades that off, I guess. Another Carver. Oh, neither of these are knights. Give it here. I'd like to use this to gain life. That's why I'm not just playing it onto this board, because as soon as it's on the board, it's worth so much less than it already was because of this stupid 1/1 token. Alright, so again, they have a combat trick. Unless it gives first strike, this still trades for it. So... I mean... I guess I'll just block. Yeah, okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. equip here. I'm going to get in with both. Okay, take 8, go to 9. All right. Still have bake into a pie. If they play some big fatty. Nope. Okay, go to damage. Let's see if they have Garenbrig Carver number 3. +2/+2. So it trades. Something we can do is we can bake into a pie the broom, and then they don't get the squire, because if the adventure resolves onto a non-legal target, this goes to the graveyard. It's not the greatest use of bake into a pie, but right now they're on the back foot. They're going to 4 here. So we can keep this creature. We have good attacks, and now our subsequent creatures also have haste if we want them to. Scarecrow down. Drawbridge down. I don't care about that. Unfortunate. All right, we're up to 6-2. Let's see if our absolutely outstanding, unbeatable red-black deck can get the full trophy in this flashback Throne of Eldraine draft here. All right, playing on the draw here with a keepable hand against Don't Counter Me. Don't worry, we won't be countering you. And a turn 1 Wildwood Tracker. Yeah, let's hope you're not like the other opponent that played a turn 2 Wildwood Tracker as well. What's also cool about this format is the monocolored decks are like very viable. Like, see, Sir Farron here is really good. When it attacks, another attacking creature gets +1/+X, where that's its power. So that just needs to die right now. It's quite good. So is this. So, I mean, they're probably mono green. Oh, no, okay. Green, black, Acolyte. Okay. Now this is a 2/2 attacker. And can play Order of Midnight here, but I'm giving up on the adventure. I could play Eye Collector, but that's woefully mana inefficient, so I guess we'll just do this. Probably take at least 2. They might be ramping pretty hard here to 5. Let's see if they play like a Garenbrig Paladin or whatever that is. Ha! So many people playing bad cards like me. It's so great. Alright, well this can't block, so we're attacking with it. There have been more Signpost Scarecrows in this draft than all of the Throne of Eldraine drafts I did in 2019 combined. Like, partially because I'm not sure I ever put one in my own deck, and I put one here and I've seen it a lot, but they're also doing the same thing. This has Vigilance. They might just be trying to bluff us here. I didn't see that they got priority, so I'm just going to let them do that. And, they're going to use Scalding Cauldron to finish it off. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Kind of leaves things open here. I can Eye Collector and Lash of Thorns to take down the Scarecrow. And then 2-for-1 myself to get rid of a Signpost Scarecrow? Like, come on. Feels so bad. I mean, we have to draw like the perfect cards to get out of this. That does allow us to draw a perfect card. However, they get to do it twice. Do I have to use a bacon to the pie on this Wildwood tracker? I mean, that does not feel good, does it? Ugh. Now this can't do anything. All of this is such bad things. As long as this spider is on the battlefield, this is completely irrelevant. So, do we have to get rid of the spider and then try to draw something off the top? They're going to use the talisman here? Looks like they will. Good news for them is we don't really have anything good to get. I was probably dumb doing that too, because they probably got their best creature, so I should have saved it for that. Alright, what can we find? Oof, these are some bad cards. You're really only supposed to put this card in your deck when you have great cards, and the good news is we don't have any good ones, so they got away with the one here. Barrow Witches doesn't even return anything right now. Elite Headhunter is not... Ooh, wait. Oh no. Elite Headhunter would let us... It's a 7-mana combo where we play this and then we sacrifice an artifact, or we sacrifice this and they don't get it back. But we only have access to 6 mana now that we just used it. So that really sucks. We could get Steelclaw Lance and try to race them. I mean, they're getting 2 of the best cards in their deck now, so I don't really see anything good coming out of this. Let's see what their card was that they found. Garrick. Okay, well, we weren't winning that. So... yeah, when they can find cards like Garrick with that, and we have to find cards like Steelclaw Lance, we're not winning that game. Well, you know what? A 6-3 with this deck is really nothing to sneeze at. I thought we were going at least 1-3. Potentially even worse than that. So, I mean, 6-3 is not too bad. I will take it. Remember, on Monday, I'm gonna do another one of these for Monday's video, and then Wednesday we will have the format follow-up for Dominaria United, followed by a complete card-by-card set review beginning on Friday for the Brothers War. Stick around for that. You will absolutely not want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in for this Throne of Eldraine Throwback Draft, and I will see you next time for your Daily Draft.